Abrar, I see what you're up to. Most people are focused on 2020 presidential race, but I think she's planning her 2040. She's put up all the talent, the whole campaign staff. It's very impressive, but like Madam Chair said, that we've been to a lot of events. And I've never seen an event. If you can hear my voice clap once, can you hear my voice clap twice? All right, quiet down back there. I know who you are. Thank you. So, there have been a lot of events that I've personally been to, but I've never seen a student-led event. And this position is about representing students and putting them first. So actions speak louder than words, and Abrar, you have sent a really big statement today to all of us that you care about students, you care about their voices, and you listen to them. So thank you for doing that. So please give her a big round of applause for doing that. Abrar was messaging me through Facebook and emailing, and normally, I get inundated with a lot of messages, so I was ignoring that. I apologize, and I wish I had not. But eventually, a mutual friend of ours, Brother Saif, who's here, said, "I'm going to bring Abrar down to Richmond to sit down," and I'm like, "Sure." She came down just like she did and met with the Madam Chair, and said, "I want to run for school board in Fairfax County." And I want to just kind of pick your brain about education. I asked Abrar, go ahead and please talk about what you're passionate about. And she started with focusing on equity. How do we close the achievement gap? How do we focus on making sure that all children in Fairfax County get the quality of education they deserve? So that was really impressive. And that is something that we share as well. Abrar also talked about the teacher shortage that we have in Fairfax County. And she then volunteered her time, came at UVA where we were doing a really big retention summit for teachers because we have a significant teacher shortage in the Commonwealth. And through that, she met a lot of experts throughout the state and really learned, and I learned a lot, and actually helped shape some policies and some budget items that were just recently passed and finalized in the state budget just this weekend. Like the 5% salary increase for teacher support staff. It will be the largest in 15 years. So it's historic. All right. Brian talked about mental health support systems and suicides that he has witnessed in his school, and other students mentioned it as well. Through a student safety work group and folks like Abrar, who provided a lot of guidance, we came to a conclusion that we needed to address the school counselor ratios. So for the first time in 30 years, finally, now the state is going to be providing funds to address the staffing ratios for school counselors to students. So we're really happy about that. Now, I traveled down from Richmond. It was kind of good to get away from Richmond today. So in Richmond, a lot of people think that that's the center of the universe. I'm from Prince William County. We think that's the center of the universe, but it's really Fairfax County. These are our school divisions. And yes, I do say that everywhere I go in the state. But Fairfax County has 190,000 students. It is the largest school division in the Commonwealth. It has a lot of challenges. A lot of people think that since it's an affluent school division, that there are not any issues. However, that is not correct. Because if you really unmask and provide a flashlight, there are significant issues, there's significant gaps that we still have to address. Things like making sure that we're providing better services for our students with special needs, making sure that we're addressing our significantly high ELL population and our underserved students who've been historically underserved. And Abrar understands that. That is exactly the things that she talked about when she met with me. We also realize from the state perspective that Fairfax County has to carry their weight and may not get the resources from the state compared to other school divisions. That is why another item that in the state budget is flexible spending in the form of a supplemental add-on per pupil that will also help FCPS. So the reason I mention all this is that it's very critical when you are in the school board or when you're in a position that I serve or in the General Assembly that we look at what we're doing with our budget. Are we making sure that we're spending our money efficiently? Currently, there are efforts and education reforms in place with the State Board of Education to look at how we properly fund our schools, how do we take into account our economically disadvantaged students and make sure that we can really address and closing the achievement gap. And that starts with investing in our children early, in early education. We have funding in the budget that's going to focus on preschool slots. Fairfax County, because it's so large, has utilized state funding to create more preschool slots. However, there's still state money out there because of density of population in Fairfax County. We can't do that. But I'm confident with leaders like Abrar, who's sensitive to that and understands that if we invest in early education, invest in children early, and we invest in preschool, that we can really close the achievement gap. So I'm confident that Abrar will focus on that. In addition to that, we need to use innovative approaches on how we fund our schools. It doesn't matter if you're 24 or it doesn't matter if you're 84. If you're passionate and you have fresh ideas on how to better spend money, that is what's needed on the Fairfax County School Board. And I'm confident that Abrar can do that. She's very passionate about that. She, through her nonprofit, already is addressing closing the achievement gap and helping students in need. She's already doing that without even being an elected official. So I'm very confident that when she is elected, and she will be elected, and on May 21st? May 21st. So if you know any folks who are going to be voting on May 21st, please make an appeal to them and talk about Abrar, talk about her experiences. I'm very confident that when she's elected in that position, that she will take Fairfax County to an even higher level. Yes, we're great. The Commonwealth is great in education. We have some of the best schools here in the world, but we got to make sure that high quality education is delivered to every child in the Commonwealth and in Fairfax County, and I cannot think of a better person than Abrar Omeish.